Hey everyone, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a video about getting documentary style B-roll. Since I've done a lot of short documentary work, I've done a handful for Great Big Story, for CNN International, just a bunch of short documentaries. I'll share some tips that I've learned to get documentary B-roll, especially when you can't really direct the subject that much and you have a short amount of time to get the shots. These are some tips to get as many angles as you can with the shortest amount of time possible. Because with documentary style filmmaking, you're gonna be moving around a lot and you have to do things a lot more quickly, and sometimes you can't set up the subjects so they're doing their activity. So here we're gonna have Hannah making a pot, so that's gonna be our activity. And for example, this is just one scene of the day and we're gonna be filming her with as many angles as we can get. Basically, the rule of thumb is for this is quantity over quality, versus with narrative filmmaking, it's more about quality over quantity. And this is really good, especially for like wedding filmmaking too, and short documentary filmmaking for like Facebook and YouTube. So let's get started. There's a lot of times when you're filming like a short documentary, you can't really set up the subjects as much. Let's say they're doing an activity that they can only do once and they can't repeat it over and over. So you just want to really get as many angles as you can. So I'm just going to start recording. You're going to want to get as much variety in your shots as much as possible. So get some close-ups, get wides, use different focal lengths. So for documentary work, I really like to use a zoom lens more than prime lenses, because then I have a choice of different focal lengths to use, versus with a prime lens, you don't have as much variety. Even though the quality of prime lenses might be better, I think for documentary work, using a zoom lens has a lot more versatility for that. What I usually like to do is mimic a tripod, even if I'm hand holding the camera. So I'll hold still for about 10 seconds and I'll make sure to count 10 seconds, look at my time code on the camera and count to 10 seconds, because it feels a lot longer than it actually is. And this is for the editor to have a lot more choices in the edit so that they can put a sequence together. So I'm gonna get wides. And also, if you have to do something really quick, I would suggest not stopping recording while you're getting the different angles, because you never know what's gonna happen in documentary style. So you're always recording, you can always point the camera as quick as you can to whatever action is going on. So as soon as I'm focused, I'll get my shot, count to 10, 10, then I'll get another angle right away. I'm not gonna try to make sure that shot is perfect. I'm just gonna get another angle right away. So this is kind of what you have to do when you're doing like run and gun filmmaking a lot of the time, especially if you can't direct the characters or the people that you're filming. If you can't direct them, you just have to get as many different angles as you can. Get creative, get really creative, get behind stuff, foreground shots. Make sure to get shots with using different focal lengths. So this lens is a 28 to 75 millimeter lens. You don't always want to be using 75 millimeters as your only close-up thing, because you can also get close-ups with 28 millimeter. It gives it a little bit of a different feel when you get close-ups with a sort of wider focal length. My goal right now is just to get as much variety as possible. This is one reason why I really like doing documentary filmmaking a lot more, because you can be really creative and get just as many angles as you can in a short amount of time, versus with narrative films, it's like you take hours to set up one shot, and then after you do a bunch of takes and get the perfect shot, you spend another few hours setting up the next shot, and you spend all day just filming one scene basically. With documentary filmmaking, it's very flexible. It is a lot more fast-paced, but it can be a lot of fun. guys, hopefully you learned something from that. Hopefully it was helpful for you. My tip would just be to get out there and start filming as much as you can, because the more you practice, the better you'll get at it, and the more you'll start to learn and just become a better filmmaker. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to check out some of my other videos. I mainly do videos about filmmaking and also filmmaking tech. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my future videos, and give this video a like so it could help recommend videos like this to you, and also helps me out with my YouTube channel. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.